Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Welcome to the Christmas edition of winemastery.co.uk. My name is John Lightfoot. This is
John Murphy.
Who's also a ho, ho, ho today. It's nearly Christmas. Well, we're talking about Christmas.
We are indeed.
We are, and we're talking about if someone's having a white meat, what would they drink with it? What would you recommend?
Well, this year, I've been looking at an Italian white called Plenio Verdicchio.
Verdicchio,
like Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
With a B.
That gives them a B. Pinocchio.
So there we go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, you know, obviously Christmas time, you know, people do like to spend a little bit more money on the wine, go up a wee bit. And
some people do.
Yeah, I'm not coming to yours for Christmas dinner. And so I thought I'd have a look at, you know, what is showing well, what is nice, what I would want to go with, kind of, let's say the white meat, the turkey kind of thing. And I came up with this one, which I don't believe we've tried before, okay. And I thought would be an interesting one to go for, so I thought give it a go.
Tell me, when you're choosing a wine to go with meat, do you consciously think, well, I don't want one that's really good on its own, because it's better just to buy a bottle of that and drink it on its own? Actually, I want something that's going to blend with the meat, which is different to drinking it on its own.
Yeah, it is the blending of the two. It's the kind of the combination of
what's with the cheese.
It's spot on. It's exactly, because some wines can really complement the food massively, and vice versa. You know, you might have it on its own, and you think, nah, it's just all right. Put it with the food, and suddenly they become a magical kind of combination. And it's good when you actually get those together, and it works really well. That's
like you and me, really.
Yeah. Just like you and I. Let it go. So I want, Verdicchio. That's the grape. It's an Italian wine. This is Verdicchio, but it's a Verdicchio Reserva. So it's at least aged for 18 months before it's been released, and 6 months of those, I believe, are in the bottle before it actually goes. And we're on 2009 at the moment, so it has had quite a lot of aging as this.
2009.
2009, yeah.
One of the older ones with acid then.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean, you can see it in the colour as well. It's got a golden kind of hue there. It's a lot darker than an ordinary kind of white wine, which we might have tried. Not quite as clear.
Yeah.
But it is quite bright. You know, which is what we're looking for. We can see that it doesn't seem to be oxidised or anything.
And would this wine typically be, I mean, is it a wine that you would normally lay down, or are you just...
Well, the Verdicchio grape is quite an unusual one in that you can have some very similar to a Chenin, not in taste, but you can there's lots you can do with the Verdicchio. You can have them very light and very easy, or you can have these beasties which obviously you can lay down. Again, it's not going to lay down forever though. White wines typically don't last too long, but I reckon you get, you know, up to 10 years out of this, really? Before it starts kind of deteriorating, yeah?
So you could wait until 2019, or you could wait until 2025?
Yeah, you could do.
Yeah?
You could have, yeah. I mean, it's not going to get any... I think it's probably peaked where it is now.
Yeah.
And it'll stay on that level for a while, but then, you know, it would deteriorate, yeah.
Okay.
So you've got to get it while it's good.
Right, so... That's a different nose. It's a light, delicate nose.
Yeah, it's got a kind of flowery and perfumey, but I'm getting a lot of... It's kind of a vanilla from there, which is, again, not necessarily something you'd find in a white wine particularly, but I'm definitely getting that from there.
I often get this, where you continue to smell. The first time I smell it, I get the full whack, that's good. Go back the second time, and this is the case of this one, it's almost disappeared.
No, right. I give it a good... good shake, and then get back in there. But this is also, I mean, I probably picked this for quite selfish reasons, because in previous videos...
Really?
Yeah, I know, imagine.
Gotcha.
But in previous videos, I think I've mentioned, like, Unoak Chardonnay has been one of my favourite wines, and this, I know this has been put, like, 40% has been aged in oak barrels, and then 60% in still and still vats. No. And then the blend, did you just have a taste then?
No, just with a nose.
Just checking. You know, I can see this.
Yeah. You have the technology.
So yeah, they've done that blend, which I particularly do like. So it should have just the right amount of oak, which is going to give it worth trying. So.
Yeah.
See, that is for me everything I expect. The kind of it's got a weightiness there, which obviously has come from the oak aging, but it's got a freshness there, which obviously from the stainless steel vat. So it kind of, for me, it kind of ticks a lot of the boxes. I mean, flavour-wise, it has a kind of almost a creamy flavour, and a richness there. And
actually, and I'm just while you were speaking there, I was trying to imagine eating that with turkey, and I could just imagine the dryness of turkey. I can imagine that.
oh, as I said, it would just gel beautifully.
Not that my wife cooks dried turkey.
Oh, did you hear that, Kathy? She'll be watching. I'm sure it's delightful.
She knows I don't mean it.
It sounds like you're very afraid there then. But yeah, I mean, flavour-wise, it's got more kind of, it's a lot more tropical fruits in there, and probably definitely towards kind of pineapple-y flavour.
Yeah, pineapple, yeah, I can get that. Yeah.
It comes through nicely.
Yeah.
And it also has, for me, and this is an unusual one as well, a little bit kind of aniseed at the end.
I can't get that. That's
don't worry.
your trained palate. But that is very nice.
It is right at the finish there. And again, for me, that for me has a kind of mouth coating and a kind of a nice long finish. It's still got the little bits going there, not terrifically overpowering, but it's definitely the acidity's kind of caught on.
Yeah.
I like that.
Very nice. I really like that. Yeah, I really like that.
How much do you really like that? How much, in monetary value, how much do you like that?
If I was guessing at how much you'd sell this for,
Yeah.
I'd say $15.99.
That's not a bad guess. I mean,
Right.
you are off slightly, but only slightly. This is $19.99.
£20.
Well,
That's another 30%.
That's $19.99.
I'm 30% out.
But that's not
taking
too
the other
bad.
way, 25% cheaper.
No, it's the 60. No, you're not off that. Oh, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. All right. But
A pound.
would you pay that money for that?
No.
Okay.
Only because there are others that to my personal palate that we've tasted that were cheaper and I enjoyed more. So
I suppose. Yeah. I see. I've spoiled you.
you have.
Spoiled, yeah,
You have.
Been I treat you too fine. but I think.
It's personal taste, though, isn't it? I mean,
It is a business, and if somebody was coming in to the shop at Christmas time and they were looking for something to go with a turkey, looking to pay a little bit more, I would definitely lean towards that, and I'd be 100% confident.
I think in the last year's show, did we do Chablais? Was that? I think
quite possibly,
I think yeah.
Did we do the Premier Cru?
I think so. Yeah.
I mean, it's still you cannot go far wrong with the Chablais at all.
No.
But something a wee bit different. Verdicchio Reserva.
Very nice indeed. Certainly try it, guys. It's very nice, but that is quite a popular grape, isn't it? I mean,
It is a very well-known grape, is the Verdicchio, quite stereotypically kind of Italian. It is used a lot in blends, and actually you can get the kind of lighter style as well. But for me, I really like it behaves very well. It's got a bit of age.
I'm seeing a trend here because I remember we were doing the Pinot Grigio, and there was what you called the new Pinot Grigio style.
Yes.
You preferred the old style, and the old
That's right.
style was much more akin to this than.
That's right. Yeah, the old style had that definite kind of good old-fashioned kind of a Pinot Grigio that had the flavour, had that kind of, again, it had the tropical fruits in there, a lot more lush per se compared to a lot of the Pinot Grigios. I'm not putting any kind of Pinot Grigio down, but Pinot Grigio of late has become very, very light and very easy drinking. But I find it too easy drinking. You can't go wrong with Pinot Grigio because it goes with anything, because it doesn't spoil anything, because it hasn't got enough flavour to spoil anything. That's an awful thing to say, but no, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think lots of people like Pinot Grigio. In fact, I think I mentioned a while ago, Pinot Grigio, our episode on Pinot Grigio is one of the most popular episodes, certainly in the top 5, so I think that just shows the interest in that. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, there we are. Take a look at it. Right, okay, so I think we've covered
Verdicchio?
Pinocchio.
No, yeah, okay. Well, if that helps you remember it, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, next time I'll come in where Martin's in and ask for a bottle of Pinocchio.
And he'll know. More than likely.
Okay, well that's that one. On to the next. So,
Yes.
in part 2, we're going to try something a little bit for the red meat.
Yes.
Okay, so we might as well talk about it in part 2, shall we?
Let's do that.
See you there.
See you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.